Wavy lines, wavy lines. Dude, it's been a morning already. It really has. It's been time kind of shifts every now and again, and you kind of notice it when you have a very disciplined kind of routine. You'll notice that time will shift. Sometimes the things that take a certain amount of time every other day take longer. Sometimes the things that take a certain amount of time every other day take shorter. Like, it's just weird. Today's one of those days where there was lots of time to kind of pack a lot of things in, but then also a whole lot of thoughts that I wanted to dive into. And so where we ended up is we ended up calling today's episode of hashtag Rise and Grind Wavy Lines. Wavy lines. Take a minute real quick and just imagine, just picture in your head what a wavy line looks like. And here's what's interesting, you know what I'm saying? Here's what's interesting about a wavy line. What's interesting about a wavy line, I think, is that it's still a line. And it still connects from point A to point B, right? Like if I drive from here to last week, I drove from Cleveland, right? Cleveland home. I drove from Cleveland home, and the roads kind of weave in and weave out. Sometimes you're going this way through a field. Other times you're going this way around a curve. If you were to look at it from above, it's not just a straight line from Cleveland all the way down to Lexington. When you look at it, you see a wavy line. And yet that wavy line still serves the same purpose that a straight line would. It gets you from point A to point B. Might take you a little longer on the wavy line. There's times on that wavy line where you can't even see what's around the bend. You're not even necessarily sure that you're on the right course. If it wasn't for the GPS, you could potentially feel like you were lost. But even if you did get lost, at some point, you would reach your destination. And that's what we're going to talk about a little bit here today on hashtag Rise and Grind. Thanks for being with me. I greatly appreciate it. Let's dive in. Good morning and welcome to the #1 morning show in America. I am your host, Glenn Lundy. Husband to 1, father to 9, author, speaker, and the founder of 800%.life. It's 5:30 a.m. and it's time to rise and grind. Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? Dude, today is Wednesday. That's right. Today is Wednesday, a.k.a. CMA Day. That's right. Carter Myers Automotive Group, the most amazing automotive group on the planet. Today is CMA Day. Today is also April 1st, 2026. April 1st, 2026. And what's crazy is today is the very first and the very last time it'll ever be Wednesday, April 4th, Wednesday, April 1st, 2026. So I want to make sure we make the absolute most. And I do mean the absolute most of this absolutely incredible day. I'm doing something over here. You're probably like, what is he doing with his hands? I'm doing something over here on TikTok. So yeah, we're gonna do that. Yeah, we're just gonna start because today's the first, so might as well start. There. So I have a new TikTok page that I'm working on developing, and I think I'm just going to start going live over there. It's a little different angle. I don't know if anybody will enjoy it or not, but why not? We got to start spreading out the good news. We got to start spreading out the good news. So listen, today is Wednesday, April 1st. Now, I'm going to start by saying something that some of you will understand and some of you will not. Let's just go there. Some of you will understand. Some of you will not. Some of you might even get mad at me. Some of you will not. But I've got to say it because I just think it's fascinating. So here's how I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it like this. I'm going to say, today is April Fool's, right? Today is April Fool's Day. So here's how I want to word this. Today is April Fool's Day. Do not be fooled. Do not be fooled. Again, hashtag 1969. That's all I'm going to say. Do not be fooled. Again, hashtag 1969. For those of you that know what I'm talking about, if you know, you know. If you don't know, then you don't know. But don't be fooled. Again. All right? That's all I'm going to say. Okay, I'm coming to you live from Lexington, Kentucky. That's right, coming to you live from the beautiful city of Lexington, Kentucky, where we have some beautiful weather, absolutely beautiful weather out here right now. My allergies have kind of lit up a little bit, so we're responding to that. But outside of that, the weather here has just been spectacular as far as the temperature and whatnot. It's just been absolutely beautiful here in Kentucky. And we are in a series this week. We are in a series called In the Beginning. In the Beginning. And in this series, we've been going back in time a bit. And we've been looking for patterns. We've been going back in time. We've been looking for patterns. And we've been analyzing the starting lines, not the finish lines, but we've been analyzing the starting lines in our lives, in businesses, in different stories, so on and so forth, right? We've been analyzing the starting lines to find out what are the initial catalysts of all things good and bad in our lives. We've examined these businesses that all had their own in the beginning moments. And we even heard a little bit from the 80-year-old versions of ourselves. And yesterday, if you were watching yesterday's show, I was trying to put together, and I think this is like a fun thing that all of you can do as well. I think you might find it impactful. But there's something fun that all of you can do. So, and I'll show you the clip here in just a second. But if you could just imagine, if you can project yourself 30 years from now, right? Project yourself 30 years from now. And that version of you 30 years from now sits down and writes a letter to you. Sits down and writes a letter to you. The 30-year-old version of you, the version of you 30 years from now sits down and writes the today you a letter, right? And in that letter, hey, thanks for the gift over there, Trish. That was nice of you. In that letter, they're either going to thank you or they're going to kind of reprimand you for the decisions you're making today. Like, think about it, right? For me, the version of me 30 years from now is going to be 78 years old. He's going to be 78 years old, and he's going to have, what's up, Rachel? He's going to be 78 years old. He's going to be in whatever financial position he's in based on the decisions I'm making today. He's going to be in whatever health position he's in based on the decisions I make today, right? All the things based on the decisions I'm making today and based on the decisions you're making today. And so it's kind of a fun, like, thought experiment. Go fast forward 30 years. That version of you 30 years from now is writing a letter to you today. What do you think that 30-year-old version of you, or 30 years from now version of you, would want you doing today? Do you think the version of you 30 years from now would want you eating the way you eat today? Do you think the version of you 30 years from now would want you spending or investing or not investing the way that you are today? Do you think the version of you 30 years from now would be grateful for your grind and your hustle and the work that you're putting in? Or would the version of you 30 years from now be like, bro, sister, why didn't you do that stuff while you were young and spry? I think about it every day. And so I went into AI, and I used some AI, and I built, basically I created that. I created a video of the version of me from 30 years from now writing me a letter the way that I hope it goes down. Right? This is the way that I hope it goes down. Now, in this AI clip, I was making it while I was in meetings, and so there's two little flubs in here, so offer me some grace. But check out this clip. This is the 80-year-old version of Glenn Lundy writing a letter to the 48-year-old version of Glenn Lundy.
Thank you for working on my relationship with God. He really means a lot to me. Thank you for my big family. It's been such a treat seeing all of these kids grow up. Thank you for choosing good friends. As I've gotten older, having them around you and my knowledge of the world around me, you really put me in a great position. Thank you for doing the work so that I don't have to. Thank you to 48-year-old Glenn for putting me in a position where I can look in the mirror and hold my head high. Thank you. The man I am today wouldn't exist without you.
I love the part where he says, thank you for putting in the work so that I don't have to. Thank you for putting in the work so that I don't have to. That one hits me. I don't know how that hits you, but that one hits me, dude. It really does. Thank you for putting in the work so that I don't have to. Super strong. People are asking what AI I used. I used a combination of some prompting through ChatGPT, and the video creation was actually made using Google VO3, which Google VO3 uses Nano Banana. Yeah, so track all that, would ya? But anyways, that's a great thought exercise for you, and it'll make you really look at the decisions you're making in your life today. I promise you that. Because the person that's going to hold you most accountable in life to the decisions you're making today is future you, bro. Future you. So anyways, today, this is what we've been doing this week. Today, we are going to take it a step further. But before we do, you know what we got to do on this show? Oh, that's not it. There it is. You know what we got to do on this show? We got to play Ramon Ray's favorite music. That's right. This is Ramon Ray's favorite song. I don't know why, but it is. I'm going to turn it down just a little bit. That's right. We're going to play Ramon Ray's favorite song. We're going to do a little dancing on this show for those of you that know. And those of you that don't know, this is the part of the show where I need you to hit that share button. That's right. I need you to hit that share button because I believe if we can change the way people start their day, it'll make a massive impact on this planet. I truly believe that. And sometimes all it takes to change the way somebody starts their day is for you, yes, you, to hit that share button. This is also the part of the show where I want to say good morning to you, and I want you to say good morning to me. Whether you're watching this show live or you're watching this show on replay, say what's up, and I will say what's up back. Especially those of you that are watching on replay, not especially, but those of you that are watching on replay, don't just sit back, enjoy the show, and not drop a comment. I don't know that you stopped by unless you say what's up, all right? So make sure you say what's up. Lisa Cook-Bourne, good morning to you. Thanks for being here. Patricia Frudenberg, thanks for being here this morning. Wendy Reeves is in the building. Oswald Joseph, BN Ame, thank you for being here. Greg Becker is in the building. Kevin Masciantonio is in the building. Sonia Merritt is in the building. Spencer Nicholson, good morning, good morning, good morning. Spencer Nicholson. Jim Tursky, good morning. Robert Migliaccio, thanks for being here this morning. I appreciate it. Wendy Reeves, good morning. Mike Larkin, good morning. Mike Rendine, thanks for being in the building. Eileen Mitnick, good morning. Beth Lucchese, good morning. Looks like there's a couple viewers over on TikTok. Hey, TikTokers, good morning to you as well. Trish Mickey, thank you for being here and sending the roses and all of the amazing things that you're doing over there. I don't even know what all that means right now, but I greatly appreciate it. Peter over there on TikTok, thank you for being here as well. I appreciate you. Valerie Stone, good morning to you. Angela Hastings, good morning to you. Marla Michelle, thank you for being in the building today. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Sharon Rogers is in the building. What up, Sharon? Thank you for being here. Young Johnson is in the building today as well. Hey, thank you all for being here. I seriously want to take 2 seconds. I'm going to turn the music off because I'm serious as all get up when I say this to you. I am so grateful that you choose to be here with me in this space. I don't think you know how much of an impact you've made in my life. You showing up, you dropping comments, you hitting the share buttons, you encouraging me, you inspiring me. Good morning, Adrian. Good morning, Will Ramsey. Good morning, Frank Marshall. You, just all of you, like you going on this journey with me means something. I hope you know that. Like this is a two-way street, bro. I'm pouring into you, you're pouring into me, we're learning together, we're growing together. Like, I just can't thank you enough. Thank you for the last 8 years that we've been doing this show. Thank you for the 2,000 episodes that you guys keep showing up for. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am excited to expand this show out into TikTok land, and we're going to do some other things that are going to be amazing in the real world as we start having meetups all over the world, like super exciting things to come. But this morning on my heart, with sincerity, thank you. For real. Thank you. All right, a couple other little side notes. Sales workshop. If you are in sales or lead some people in sales, what's up, Scott Simons? Great to see you, sir. If you are in sales or lead people in sales, we have a free, somebody put a cowboy hat on me over there at Instagram and TikTok. That's pretty wild. I keep hearing noises out there, but it's the stereo. I got to turn that off. Sales workshop, May 19th and 20th, Lexington, Kentucky. Completely free. You just got to get out here to Lexington, Kentucky. I'll pour into you. My team will pour into you. We'll teach you all things sales. Sales workshop, May 19th and 20th. Also, we are launching a new challenge. A new 67-day challenge is starting Monday, April 6th. We call it the +1 - 1. +1 - 1 67-day challenge. And what this is I'm going to challenge you to add one thing in your life that will be incredibly impactful and to subtract one thing from your life. Remove a bad habit, put in a good one. This is the +1 - 1 67-day challenge. Starts Monday, April 6th. If you would like to be a part of it to where I'm text messaging you every day, sending you encouragement, so on and so forth, all you have to do is text the word horse. Yes, we are using the word horse because this is the year of the horse. So text the word horse to 859-208-2351. That's 859-208-2351. 859-208-2351.
lot of non-believers are like, well, church people think they're better than me for this reason, or just because I don't do this or don't do that, then I'm going to hell, or God doesn't love me. It's like, no, he loves you. He definitely does.
We are the champions, right? We're number one. We were number one in new car sales in the United States of America. I couldn't even golf anymore. I just drove around the golf course smiling here to you. One thing that I've experienced with my walk is, as I've started to add to be a servant leader and applying that servant leadership to the business, it's different, man. People find it refreshing. Hope you guys will join us every Monday morning in the beginning.
See you guys.
So in the beginning, powerful words. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. We've all heard that. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. So these are, in the beginning, powerful words, right? That have been around for a long time. And this week, we've been in this series, In the Beginning, examining the front lines of some of the craziest and wildest outcomes we could have ever predicted. I'm going to share another one with you today, and it goes like this. In the beginning, she didn't respect me, and I didn't respect her. We both drank too much, and we fought like crazy. One night, that fighting led to her drinking and driving and getting into a car accident. Instead of death from that car accident, like she probably deserved, I don't want to say deserved, but you know what I mean, the accident itself would have called for death. But instead of death, she was granted a broken back that she broke in 17 different places, and she still carries the pain of that one decision with her and will for a lifetime. Now, somehow, we managed to stay together. She became my wife, and together we've had 8 children, 8 more lives that have been brought into this world. And if you think about it, if she wouldn't have lived through that crash, not only would there not be the marriage, not only would there not be the 8 kids that we've been blessed to have had, but there also wouldn't have been their kids and their kids and so on and so on. You see, I think it's fascinating, and I think we all need to remember that things rarely start the way that you hope they'll finish. You see, there's this long, wobbly, unpredictable line that goes from point A to point B. And it's always been that way. It's never been a straight line. It's always been a wobbly line. It always will be a wobbly line. And so you have to remember that just because it doesn't work doesn't mean it doesn't work for you. I'm going to say that again because I know it's a little early. Okay, if you're taking notes, these are probably this is the part of the show where you want to take these notes. If you're a note taker, write this down. Things rarely start the way you hope they will finish. Powerful statement in itself. Put it up on your wall. And then the second note you need to make sure to take this morning is just because it doesn't work doesn't mean it doesn't work for you. And here's what I mean by that. Even the don't works are a part of the story. Even the light won't come on is a part of the story. Even the plane won't take off is part of the story. Do you see what I'm saying? Just because it doesn't work doesn't mean it doesn't work for you. It's a stone every time it doesn't work. It's a step every time it doesn't work. It's a brick every time it doesn't work. It's a beginning every time it doesn't work.
I was 26 years old, man. I was struggling. I didn't have nothing. And these people owned the furniture store in Cleveland. And they took me in and gave me my first contract with my little carpet cleaning company. When I became a comedian at 27, I didn't have money to travel. They gave me an account at their travel agency. And man, I ran up a bill like $11,000 just trying to travel and make it. Man, they helped me out. Hey man, I got money now, Rich. Been looking for you for years, man.
I was born in a normal family, and I'm not good at schooling. Of course, I tried to study hard, but my school was not that good at that time. So I failed looking for jobs, looking for joining university, joining good schools. But I never give up. One thing I learned, why you should have a chance to be successful. Everybody should get used to fail, but not get used to be accepted by other people. Why other people should help you? You should earn the right to be helped. The thing I learned is that don't give up. My opportunity has not come yet. When everybody complains, that is the opportunity.
I didn't believe in weekends back then, not to mention vacations. So I'm, fairly lazy compared to myself. And I didn't believe in weekends back then, not to mention vacations. So I'm, fairly lazy compared to myself in my 20s, where I was a true fanatic. All I believed in was working on software night and day. And for my 20s, that was perfect. I didn't have a wife or family at all.
And to all of you watching here, come close to the screen and listen. People don't have to like you. People don't have to love you. They don't even have to respect you. But when you look in the mirror, you better love what you see. You better love what you see.
You feel me? When you look in the mirror, you've got to love what you see. Other people might not see it. And you might not even be able to see around the bend, around the windy, wavy, crazy line that is this thing called life. You might not be able to see past the next hour. Maybe you can't see past the next day. Maybe you can't see past the next week, the next month, the next year. Maybe you can't see that far, but you have to be able to look in the mirror and you have to be able to say to yourself, look, I am a child of God, the God of the universe, the God that made everything. And that God made me to be the absolute best version of myself I can possibly be. Not an average version, not a little bit above average, not a little bit below, but the absolute best version of myself I can possibly be. And in order to be the best version of myself I can possibly be, I have to understand that things rarely start the way that I hope they'll finish. But if I just keep laying those bricks, if I just keep showing up every single day, if I just keep going in the direction that I know my heart and my mind and my legacy is leading me, if I continue to earn the right to make it around the corner, that one day, I don't know when, but one day you will reach the destination. And when you reach the destination, you'll be able to look back at those wavy lines. You'll be able to look back at those wavy lines the way that I look back at my relationship with my wife. You'll be able to look back at those wavy lines and say, thank God for those beginnings. Ladies and gentlemen, that's our show for today. Hashtag Rise and Grind. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it. I'm going to go hang out over on Clubhouse for a little bit, and I'm going to head to the gym and get my workout in. We'll do all those things, but I'll be back tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m., and we'll do it all over again right here on Hashtag Rise and Grind. Have an incredible day. Peace.
Thank you for working on my relationship with God. He really means a lot to me. Thank you for my big family It's been such a treat seeing all of these kids grow up. Thank you for choosing good friends. As I've gotten older, having them around you and my knowledge of the world around me, you really put me in a great position. Thank you for doing the work so that I don't have to. Thank you to 48-year-old Glenn for putting me in a position where I can look in the mirror and hold my head high. Thank you. The man I am today wouldn't exist without you.